Good morning, it's Doug from Vermont Hoyas, and welcome to my little video called Something Old and Something New. So we're going to start off with something old, and the only way I can do that is to turn this video on its side so you can appreciate this Hoya curtisii. December 31st, New Year's Eve 2018, and it's hard to believe that this thing is flowering. This is a Hoya that grows just in a regular house with absolutely no supplemental lighting. So I need to take back everything I've ever said about this plant. It will flower when it flowers. It has nothing to do with how much sun it gets, because this plant lives in a north window where the only sun it gets is a little bit in the summer and then none most of the year. So sunshine's got nothing to do with it. This plant will flower when it gets old enough. So all of you who despair that your Hoya curtisii has not flowered, give it time. Give it at least 4 years, 3 to 4 years before it will flower the first time. This plant now is about 6 years old. And look at that thing. There's two peduncles with flowers up there, and there's another peduncle on the bottom that hasn't opened yet, you can see. So that's it for something old, and now for something new. This is Hoya species VN, Vietnam. I know virtually nothing about this Hoya other than it probably came from Vietnam. I got this as a cutting from Rick Moyer in Florida in the summer. It grew rather rapidly, and I have a feeling, I don't do Facebook, so if any of you are Facebook friends of Rick, if you could ask him a little bit of information about this plant, it would be great. This was one of the more expensive cuttings that I've ever seen him sell, so I'm thinking it's fairly rare. He's been to Vietnam a couple times, so I don't know if this is something that he brought back with him, but it flowered in a short amount of time. It's got lovely leaves. It gets reddish brown color in good light. It's very pleasing. They're kind of thin, slightly scalloped, good veination. It just makes a lovely specimen. Let's take a quick look at the flowers. The flowers don't really have a detectable scent to me, at least in the morning. They're a coppery bronze color with the red, has red in the corona. You'll see great pictures of this flower at the end of the video. You really have to see this in person to really appreciate it. It's a really lovely Hoya. I think it's very rare. I cannot find this anywhere on the internet. Zero photos of it. Zero photos of the flowers, and only one miserable photo of the foliage that was the original eBay listing that Rick listed this plant with. So these may very well be the first photo of the flowers of this plant. So that's it. I'm glad you took the time to visit with me in something old and something new, Hoya curtisii and Hoya species VN, Vietnam. I'll be back really soon with more great Hoyas. Thanks again for watching.